Dari, it's part 3 of my power meter installation video, and I'm pleased to say the power meter is on and working. Let's have a closer look. So here we have the Ultegra crank, which on the back has got the power meter, and it's fitted to my bicycle, which is in fact Dura Ace crankset, and now SRAM ETAP wireless rest of group set. Oh, and TRP brakes, so it's a complete mismatch. I'd just like to show you first of all next the small ride I've been on. I've been a bit ill, so it was a very, very short ride, and I feel even more awful now. Anyway, here we go. We've got watts per kilogram, 2.31, maximum cadence, calories. Scroll up. You can see that. So we've got average power 152 watts, max power 620 watts, max speed 51k. So it's basically worked. I'm very happy. That's a Garmin 130 I'm using as a head unit, which is a very economical performance range of Garmin head unit, which doesn't cost much, but it does have the ability to look at the power statistics. Now, to remind everyone, the power meter here on the crank, made by 4i, it's actually got dual sensors. It's actually got Bluetooth and ANT+. Now, ANT+ is an unencrypted broadcast protocol, and therefore when you rotate these pedals to set it up, the power meter wakes up. Then you go to the Garmin and you go to add sensors, and it finds the power meter immediately. That was easy. What was not quite so easy is the setup on my smartphone. Now, I know from a previous installation, which I seem to have obviously forgotten about, that you can even upgrade the firmware on the power meter. And what I've forgotten, and my much more intelligent wife Agatha reminded me, is the following. You start the power meter application, in my case under Android. First of all, it presents you with the option to link some sort of heart rate sensor, nothing to do with power meter. So you have to go in and select the power meter sensor subsection on menu on the left, which I'd also forgotten about. So put the application on, put your Bluetooth on, start the power meter application, and do not try to pair your power meter sensor with Android native, because it won't work. What happens is you go into the power meter application, the 4i power meter application, and it asks you, if your Bluetooth is not on, to turn on Bluetooth. Then it talks and communicates directly with the power meter. So let's repeat that. The mistake I was making for a good long while was trying to pair the 4i sensor to Android and then go into the application, but unfortunately that never works. So you don't pair your sensor explicitly to Android, you just go to the application, and the Android application does that for you. And then from the Android application, I'll show you in the blog, you'll be able to see the battery percentage and also the firmware level. And if you've got multiple units, as we have, we can now rename them so we don't get confused when we put our smartphones on and see all these different power meters everywhere. So that's it, the bicycle is upgraded. The price of the Ultegra 4i power meters is about £450. It seems to be universally on discount just about everywhere at about £310, £320. Even in Halfords, for example, and for readers abroad, Halfords is a kind of like budget level auto parts store. You wouldn't really think that they'd be shipping power meters, but they are. Yeah, so the going rate's about £300, and that's for the Ultegra crank. If you want the Dura Ace crank or the lower 105 crank, you may have to spend more or less money, but it's about £300. Okay, Dari, thanks for watching. All is good, power metering installed. I just need to get better. Thanks for watching.